Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to Lovin Dubai Show. Our top story today, the UAE president addresses COP27.
And mass sales drop drastically.
We're talking all things about the Emaar fire update.
And $177 million, well, 12 $177 million mansions are launched.
Dirham, right?
Dirham. Did I say dollar?
I hope it's dirham. Because otherwise the UAE property market has gone right off the Richter scale. And later in the show, we'll be joined by the co-founders of Neat Burger. They're the plant-based phenomenon. Lewis Hamilton loves them. Leonardo DiCaprio loves them. And you will too. They've just arrived at Dubai Mall. And if you want to sink your teeth into them, stay tuned later in the show and we'll tell you how. But before we get into all of that, Shahir is joining us again. Simran's going to be back tomorrow. How are you doing this morning?
I'm clearly tired. I can't even read apparently. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm happy for you.
Nothing has changed. You sound shady. Why are you being shady?
I'm not. I haven't been sleeping properly.
So you came in yesterday morning.
Yes.
And you were tired.
It's been a tough.
But today you're talking about bruises. You're talking about gym challenges. What's going on?
It's just pain, overall pain. So I went back to CrossFit. I don't know if I mentioned, but. This is like an ongoing joke now.
I know.
Whatever. So I went back to it.
Your gym going career is a joke. You said it.
Who's being shady now? But yeah, so I'm just in pain. I started going at night because obviously I've been doing the show for the last 2 days. My dad's been in town. Is
it hard to adjust to the day versus night? Because
so
I'm a night gymmer and I love it because I feel, I don't know about you guys, do you prefer day or night gym? Because it just, you switch off and you can put your phone away and you get out of the office and then you have that hour. But you used to be a morning gymmer, so I don't know if I could make the switch so drastically.
The switch isn't it's not what I want. I don't know. So you say you switch off when you go to the gym at night. I switch on when I go to the gym in the morning. You know, so I start my day off right, get that out of the way, but just like with class timings and me doing the show and me having people over, like it's just been a lot.
So you're blaming us that you have to do evening gym and now you can't sleep.
100%. And it's taking a toll on my body, Casey.
But you know, I'm saying they actually say, you're saying it's your body sore, but they actually say that you might find it harder to sleep if you work out late at night because your body gets energized, you're using less oxygen, but it could improve your athletic performance.
Look at that.
So people who say they can't sleep after a hard workout in the evening, that's actually a thing. And they say that if you exercise in the morning, it actually, some people are morning exercises because it boosts your ability to metabolize sugar and fat. And scientists say they think it could ultimately help those who are overweight. So working in the morning, I'm so sorry, my shoes are stuck to my trousers. Working out in the morning could help you help people who are overweight. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I just want to go back to going to the gym in the morning, honestly.
What time do you do?
Like 5:30, do an hour, go back home, shower, then come here.
Here's a 5 a.m. riser. I love it.
I'm better than the rest. Whatever. I have to wake up at 4 for it. That's the crazy part.
Oh my God. What time do you sleep?
8. So like it all works out.
Do you really sleep at 8?
I swear.
Okay, so that's your clock done.
Yeah.
Guys, morning gym, late gym. Richie, Natasha, what about you guys? Or none at all?
Richie doesn't move. Every time he moves, he breaks something.
That's so mean. Okay, so my power bites is saying you can try my power bites in the morning. I am an evening workout just because I feel like it's like a de-stress.
But aren't you tired? And you stay here later than I do. So like, aren't you like exhausted from like the days?
But otherwise, I know if I didn't work out in the evening, I would go and I would look at my phone for another hour, and I just don't need that in my life.
I get you.
And I would look at the news, such as our top story today: the UAE president addresses COP27, which is the climate change conference, happening in Egypt right now. So he said his key highlight is that the world must work together to tackle climate change. They were the powerful words by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan as he delivered his address at the 27th United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, aka COP27, which is happening in Sharm el-Sheikh right now. He emphasized the importance of international cooperation to tackle climate change for the sake, of course, of future generations.
The UAE president emphasized the need for the international community to collaborate on finding practical climate action solutions, telling the assembled audience they are meeting at a critical time for our planet and our future generations. His Highness spoke to the UAE's position as a responsible energy provider, and he reiterated that the UAE's support for the efforts to accelerate the global energy transition and enable sustainable economic growth.
All eyes are on COP27 right now as world leaders are there. Rishi Sunak is there discussing climate change for future generations. And also, you can read his entire opening address on WAM.ie. And of course, COP28 will be held right here in 2023 at Expo City, Dubai. His Highness mentioned that in his address as well. So, of course, that's probably one of the reasons he was doing an address there. And I think the key thing is that, a lot of statements are made. At these climate conferences, and there's a lot of kind of big statements, big promises, and I think the key question is whether or not they will be fulfilled, and that's one of the key things people are looking at. But more information, I know Expo City Dubai, they dropped information about COP28 as well, what's happening, some of the key highlights and what will happen there. So we're obviously super excited about that, and that's next year, and another reason to be excited to return to Expo.
Well said, but you know what I've been thinking this entire time? This story that we just did, which you forwarded to all those people that have been attaching their hands onto paintings in the Louvre in Paris. Because they think that no one's doing anything, but these conversations are being held by world leaders. And obviously, it's a massive change that needs to happen with what's going on with our climate and the future generations. So a lot of people just don't know what is being done, and a lot is being done, in, especially...
Well, they're probably aware of COP happening every year, but I think that some commitments are made, and then are they being followed through? So that's the key question we're looking at now, because I think there has been some very successful commitments by bigger companies, global powers, but whether or not they're actually seeing those through. So I think that's the challenge now. So first it was getting everyone together to make these statements, and now that they're happening, it's like, okay, so what are the little steps to actually make sure that those changes are being fulfilled?
Yeah, I think it is about the little steps until you get to the bigger picture.
Go and deliver these speech to the climate activists that have been, that whole question about, protecting art versus protecting the art environment is interesting, and, whether or not the Mona Lisa is more important than our environment. But I would like to see you.
Morning, guys. Hope your hand's okay after getting your hand unsuperglued from the paintings.
ICYMI, in case you missed it, or you've been living under a rock. COP is happening. But I think they're obviously aware that COP is happening, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Good point. You showed me there.
Well...
And also, I'm sorry, a painting is a piece of paper. It's easier to maintain than the entire planet. That's just a side note.
Of course.
I don't know. Speaking about pieces of materials that are used for protection, mask sales in the UAE have dropped by 90%. So as of yesterday, masks were only made mandatory in health facilities and centers for people of determination, and subsequently, mask sales have significantly dropped well over 90% in comparison to the height of the pandemic.
Mahmoud Talal from Talal Supermarkets reported to Cliche Times that during peak COVID-19, we used to sell to 70 boxes of masks daily. This came to about 40 a day after a few months. Now, they're barely selling 3 to 5 boxes a day now. Additionally, adult masks have nearly dropped down to zero, with there being only a demand for children's masks due to school rules and requirements.
So Talal also added that masks went from being on the display counter and would immediately sell out to now being to where it once was prior to the pandemic, which was the cosmetic section.
So true. I have not even thought about my box of masks.
Crazy.
That's on top of my microwave.
Same.
Yeah, really.
It seems appropriate.
And I've got to the office, and then I have got all my reusable ones that are just sitting there.
Yeah. I wonder how many cases happened, pandemic cases.
I'm so glad I didn't invest in those masks shared as I was planning to, because it just...
No way, were you actually going to?
No.
Imagine.
No, if you watch Super on the show, we have so much conversations about our investing and our stocks and our Bitcoin and our Dogecoin. It's never happening.
Yeah, they're never good investments, huh?
No, we don't really know what we're talking about in any way, shape, or form.
Oh no, that too. But they just Simran invested in what was it?
No, she never invested in Karen Quinn.
Not Karen, but the other one. She did recently, the last week.
Yeah.
And just doesn't seem like a good idea. Ali in the PCR was like, not a good idea. And I was like, I'm not telling her. But that was a separate conversation. Anyways, yeah, who's touching their mask anymore? I bought just one of those masks from the gas station because I went somewhere where I thought I would need it, and I did it, and I was like,
Wait.
okay.
Well, it's so interesting actually because we all talked as soon as the mask requirements were lifted, we talked about that kind of switch. So we're so used to now being protected in malls. You're so used to, just having that layer of protection around thousands of people that you don't know and strangers. And then we were thinking, what is that shift going to be like back to normality? And the big thing was removing your masks because we've become so used to it being your phone, your keys, your wallet, throwing into the handbag as you leave your house. And how people were going to shift. And I know that when we announced the news, a lot of people were like, well, I'm going to keep mine on. For sure, I'm going to wear it in public transport. For sure, I'm going to wear it at the mall. And I have noticed that there are people in the mall at the weekend still wearing their masks. So whether that's they have a little cold and they're protecting others, which is amazing, or they have vulnerable people in their homes, or they're just still a bit cautious about taking that step back in, which I get.
Yeah, whichever. It's still generally a good idea to wear it. You don't have to, so no one's doing it anymore. I personally, I don't know, mixed feelings. I don't know.
Oh, mine's gone.
Yeah, I just don't want to say that on air. I'm not really wearing my mask anymore.
If I was feeling ill or if I was concerned, I would wear it, and it's great
for sure
to have that as. It was, when masks were first introduced to us, that's something that I'd never seen in my life. And I know in some countries it's quite common if there's an illness outbreak, you throw on a mask and you get on public transport. That's something that I was never used to. So now it's very habitual that I would, if needed, or if we're going to a certain event, they require you to mask up. Not a big deal. I've got my reusables. However, now that we're able to take them off, I did notice I had those twitches that everyone gets, you can yawn with your mask on and you could make those awkward faces, but I rather not wearing it. And also I was all about the mask knee, so I don't have to worry about that.
You're telling me, sister, it wasn't a good time. But also I feel like the change was literally overnight. Well, it was, but the very next day no one was wearing masks.
Yeah, mostly. Apart from public, there is that switch between public transport.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But we're past it. The pandemic. Nice knowing you. Not really.
See ya. Let's jump into our next story. The Emaar fire update. No casualties and residents are being taken care of. So yesterday morning, Dubai woke up. We were shocked at the footage of this blaze ripping through an Emaar building in downtown. And thankfully, we had the official update later on in the afternoon from Dubai Media Office with more details of the incident and highlighting that thankfully, and we're so happy to share with you that there were no casualties reported.
The report noted Dubai civil defense team successfully brought under control the fire that broke out on the facade of the high-rise tower in downtown Dubai early morning on Monday. All residents were safely evacuated and there were no injuries or casualties. The Dubai civil defense teams arrived at the scene minutes after operations rooms was alerted of the fire at 3:11 a.m. on Monday, 7th November 2022.
They also shared some key insights about fires in Dubai because I know there was 2 over the weekend. So a lot of the comments were like, is there a lot of fires? However, civil defense data shows that the incidence of fires in Dubai high-rise buildings, that's 8 floors or more, are down 5.48% from this year, from 73 in the first 3 quarters of 2021 to 69 in the corresponding period of 2022. A Dubai civil defense spokesperson confirmed that Dubai high-rises comply with strict structural and fire safety standards that conform to international codes and regulations.
And finally, a spokesperson for Emaar added, we can confirm that a fire broke out on 8 Boulevard Walk. The situation was contained with the support of the government authorities concerned, and Emaar adheres to the strict protocols and regulations. We take to the health and safety of our residents very seriously and working with authorities concerned to investigate the incident. Emaar is also working with the residents impacted by the incident to ensure they are being taken care of, which is amazing to hear. I just want to say that a lot of my friends lived in that area, and the stories that they were posting of A, the building looked terrifying, but B, people were bringing water coolers from their buildings, like neighboring buildings, just to make sure that everyone was hydrated that came out of the building and everyone was safe, and they had blankets, and it was literally the most Dubai community heart-warming feeling ever.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing.
So yeah, it was just good to see.
Because I think we spoke to a lot of people living in the surrounding area, and I think from 3 a.m. on Monday morning, Monday morning, everyone was aware of the fire, and we got a lot of kind of ground witness reports that people were evacuated. Now they're being moved to hotels for the interim period. But massively, just our thoughts are with the people who have been evacuated, and I hope your homes are okay. And it's just a really unsettling. And also, we haven't actually heard of the impact on specific departments, specific people's homes. So our thoughts are with you, and I hope that you're being looked after. But as Emaar stated, that they are working specifically with residents to make sure that they're okay.
Yep, yep. Thank you, Casey.
Let's move on to our next story.
So, let's talk mansions. So, Uber exclusive cluster of 177 million dirham mansions launched at the Ritz-Carlton residences. So, this is in response to the high demand of sales of the previous projects, and will be found at the Ritz-Carlton residences, each valued at 177 million dirhams, not dollars. The mansion will come with a stunning 180-degree view of the Dubai skyline and the Ras Al Khor Wildlife Sanctuary.
If you're watching on Instagram, please just go on to our full show. There's only 2 photos, but they're just so slick. I love these modern homes so much. And of course, these are the Ritz-Carlton residences, so you know they're going to be amazing. Dubai Creekside, it's an independent residential development conceived and designed by Mag of Life, the first wellness real estate focusing on the Dubai Industrial Strategy 2030.
So each mansion will come with 4 levels, 8 bedrooms, a majlis, spa, cinema room, and a premium gym with modern equipment. And they all come with 2 choices of architectural themes: earth or water.
It must suck to be a millionaire right now.
What a hard time.
It's like, where will I buy my mansion? Because this massive demand is
earth
coming
or
from
water?
And they can, yeah, earth or water,
The choices are so hard.
And they're consistently, we're seeing these amazing projects topping up on the pan. Like, Dubai real estate is good right now, but there's massive investment. In total, the entire project is actually going into billion dirhams. So this 8-mansion, mega mansion book thing, whatever it is, this is part of $1 billion development happening in the same area. There's massive development and investment happening in properties and real estate in Dubai right now. So yeah, just if you're a millionaire, where would you buy? The Pab,
I don't know.
Al Barari, you know, that's amazing. Everett's Hills.
Why
Palm
do I get
Jumeirah.
multiple?
But what we're seeing is actually even millionaires, the prices are going up so high that they even can't be as, you know, they can't just drop it as much as they would like to. They have to make allowances. They can't just be like, I'll have that one, because there's massive demand right now. So they actually have to. Millionaires are being told no.
No way.
Which is wild.
I don't know. It just seems like, to me, so this whole like residential cluster of buildings there's a big health focus on it, and it just seems like the most California thing ever to begin with.
How is it? Is this just a buzzword that they're using?
No,
or how is a home health focused?
So there's scientists, and let me tell you who's involved. So the Wellness Institute at Cleveland Clinic, Columbia University Medical Center, Center for Innovation at Mayo Clinic. So there's scientists and experts who have given their input, and a big part of
it.
Basically, like, why not?
No, but I'm asking, like, what have they done to make sure?
I think it's just like making sure there's a wildlife aspect, the 180
core views,
the panoramic views. I don't know. I guess like the spa will have like crystallized salt water from the beach or something. I don't know.
If I was a millionaire in another country, I would be going to Dubai.
100%.
But 177 million is a lot of money.
Like, it sounds like the most perfect place for a wellness expert or therapist to live in. A really, really loaded one.
45,000 square feet each, and it's part of the 1.3 billion. That's where you got the US dollar development happening in Dubai Creekside.
What would you want in your mansion? If you could have the mansion of your dreams, what would you want?
Massive, well-organized cupboard. what
That's it.
you know,
Like storage
Hi,
unit.
Safa Dubai Bling. I feel you, but like I get it. Like everything totally organized, color coded, compartments for every little tiny thing, like white socks, blue socks,
Like Khloe Kardashian.
big socks, was everything. My kitchen to be totally organized, structured. Then you need the people to actually do those things.
But you can have that now. Who's stopping you from being the most organized?
Space.
Good point.
Space is stopping me. Everything.
Good point. Yeah, I feel you.
Space is the issue. Yeah. What would you have?
Well, I didn't think of this ever, but I'd want an art studio. I'd want the bottom floor to be an art gallery. I would want a CrossFit gym at the back where I can hire more trainers to come so that I don't have to worry about transport and timing and being late for work. I would want also...
Oh, dream things in a mansion. You know what I would love? I love the homes that have like the big entrances, a massive door, and when you open it, you can see the water on the other side. So and then the is it bifocal door windows that just like slide right open? So you have this amazing massive doors go in, huge like sunken living room. Haven't thought about it before. Massive doors that open on the other side, like all glass out to the panoramic vista. Bag of life if it's similar, and if you would feel like a collab, I'm open. Guys, stay tuned. This is super cool. We had the co-founders of Neat Burger. They are the plant-based phenomenon. They are internationally recognized, known around the world, and they've just launched right now in Dubai Mall. They actually launched a couple of days ago to huge fanfare. We had them to get the lowdown and the tea on why plant-based is delicious. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Neat Burger has finally
someone made a comment,
in Dubai, and the grass is always
if you're watching right now, I need to go and
Empire, co-founded by Lewis Hamilton. Here to tell us why your next burger should be plant-based are co-founders Zach Bishti and Stasi Nikas. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you very, very much for having us.
Thank you for bringing this plant-based empire to Dubai, and the hype I hear has been phenomenal. Why is that?
It's been special. I think people are ready for something new. Our brand is loud, it's proud. I think in Dubai Mall, where we are in the food court, it stands out. And the product we're offering, I don't think there's enough of it. I think people are excited to try it because it is eye-opening.
Well, excited to try it is the word. I've seen videos. Hundreds of people were lining up at the Dubai Mall store first day. What was that like? What are they ordering? Like, what's on the menu to tempt people through the doors?
I think what we found was there's a lot of new people that wanted to try things, and we were kind of we guide people, right? It's a new experience. They don't know what to try. They ask questions, and we always, as a first bet, you either go for the classic neat or you go for the chicken. I think that's an easy way to win people and get them coming back.
Okay, what classic neat? Talk us through it. What are we having?
Go on, Stas, this is yours.
So obviously we've got a soft and squishy bun.
Squishy, I love the word already.
Our signature patties, cheese, signature sauce, onions, lettuce and tomato. Classic burger.
People are always interested in plant-based food and the ingredients. So when you say classic burger, when you say cheese, where do the ingredients come from? What makes it?
So it's all a variety of things. So from pea protein through to coconut oil, through to natural ingredients like quinoa that we put in our patty, and we all combine that all together to make a great tasty burger.
You have to. It's bad that you haven't, by the way. We're going to send them.
We're going to have this on the show. We're going to have them on the show, guys. Don't you worry. Tell us about the empire. Tell us about the name. So this is the first outpost, the first international in the UAE, but you're very popular in the UK. How did it start? What's the story behind it?
Yeah, so we launched in the UK, and it's been just over 3 years now. For us there, we're on 8 sites currently. We've got a pop-up in New York, but we're opening a main store. So for us, Dubai was really the first international opening. It felt ready for a long... Since we opened, we knew we wanted to go to Dubai. It just took a minute to connect the dots.
But that's huge. I mean, so we love Dubai. Obviously, we're very proud of the city. Why did you think Dubai was the perfect place for it? Like, why not Europe? Why not Dublin? You know, why Dubai?
I mean, there's two very clear reasons. One, it's a tastemaker community. I feel like it opens you up to like a cultural hub across the UAE and the GCC. I think that everyone, business-wise, everyone has to pass through it, right? Dubai is a pit stop for the world. And it felt like a really, really strong proposition to build our community for the brand.
And I think Dubai brings the best out of brands. You know, you just want to do it better everyone's bringing their A game.
It's certainly a competitive market. Tell us about the name.
Neat. Actually, at first we called it Neat Meat. We decided to lose the meat. It was a bit cleaner, a bit confusing for first timers.
Neater.
Yeah, it's neater, right? Neat for us is just no meat. Neat, it's clean, it's tidy.
Took me a second.
Yeah, yeah, it's simple.
And you guys are co-founders.
Yeah.
But we cannot talk about Neat Burger without mentioning Lewis Hamilton is a co-founder. You have an investor, Leonardo DiCaprio. Is that true?
Yeah, we're really lucky.
Tell me more.
Well, yeah, so from our perspective, look, we've got a big mission, and part of having a big mission is having loud voices, right? I think we're lucky enough to have such prominent stakeholders. Ultimately, all they want to do is kind of help us push the message. I think Lewis he could be just enjoying life, but I feel like he's made it his mission, from what I see, to just push plant-based eating as much as possible. And I think that's what he cares about most, just making change and using his platform for that. And we're lucky that we could be a vessel for that change.
Sure. But how does that partnership come about? Is it a DM slide?
Yeah, it was definitely slide into the DM.
I don't know. Is that how it
No,
happens?
there was a relationship there. It made sense. He loved the product.
Okay.
And he saw the vision. Much longer than, I guess, before we had even seen it. He's been an advocate for plant-based diets, sustainability for years and years and years. So it felt like a good fit. I think any time brands have people involved, it's an inauthentic relationship, or kind of you have celebrities just jump in for the sake of jumping in for a deal or for commercials, it doesn't hold up. I think audiences want to see really engaged ambassadors. That's
You
the
want
truth.
authentic ambassadors.
Yeah, people see through it.
And he tasted the burger and loved it.
Yeah, that's the real test.
So I think F1 is coming up in end of November, early December. Lewis is going to be in Abu Dhabi. Could we tempt him to Dubai with some burgers?
We could. The problem is we're bringing the burgers there. We've got a food truck pop-up in Abu Dhabi. Where am I talking here? Come and try the burgers if you can't make it to Dubai. They're very, very good. Get the chicken or the smash.
Amazing. Yeah. So pop up in Abu Dhabi. That's where Lewis is going to be.
Yeah.
We're saying no meat. We're talking a lot about burgers, but I imagine there's more on the menu.
There's.
What else is going on?
So we've got a variety of things. Obviously, burgers are the focus.
Yeah.
Our salad bowls, the healthy alternative. If you want to eat, you want the bun, you want a bun free. We also offer lettuce-free options. So we do a burger bun made out of lettuce, which is great. We've got great sides, and for obviously the Dubai market, we've introduced our hot and spicy range, which is really tasty and adds just a bit of depth to the burgers.
Which to the burgers?
Depth, flavor.
Depth to the burgers.
Yeah.
And when you go, what specifically are you guys ordering?
You know what the problem with us is? When we sit and we do tastings with the team, we don't have the luxury of ordering. We just get. We eat.
You have the luxury of ordering?
No, we don't. We get I'd say force-fed. Sometimes I'll double down. But we'll go through the menu a lot.
One thing we want to always ask people who are, I guess, expanding, how do you ensure that you're going to have consistency across the board as you grow?
I think there's a couple of things that really count. The first is having a great team, a team that's aligned with the product and the vision, particularly when it comes to things like customer service. Ultimately, if you stop prioritizing the customer, you lose that. I think we've seen in lots of brands where they focus on the commercials and they make everything transactional, right? Mm-hmm. And they're not worried about the customer and the product, which leads to the second point. I think product's super important. So I think one of the big things, we switched from using central processing units very early on, because using third-party co-packers and shipping out directly to stores allowed us to have quality control and consistency. When you go to a Neat in Dubai, or if you go at F1 or in the London store, you want to have the same experience, right? I think that's something, Stas, the team back in London, they work so hard on getting right. And you can tell now, because the product, it's a very weird feeling from once you start the brand to being able to sit in Dubai with a whole new team, whole new restaurant, and feel like you're getting the same experience. It's happy.
I was going to say, describe the experience for someone to arrive into the new location at Dubai Mall. What is it like?
It pops. When you walk past, it really stands out. Get served by one of the team members with a great smile on their face. Walk over to the counter, everyone's there to explain what Need Burger is, what you should order, what their favorites are. You know, service with a smile, grab your burger, enjoy it, and that's a great experience.
Do you know what you see a lot of? Because I've just been sitting there the last few days, and it's one of the best experiences. There's so many people that haven't tried plant-based products, right? Catching that reaction the first time where people are confused. Is it me? Am I being tricked? What's in this? And I think that's the best, like the neat moment.
Confusing people, love it.
Yeah, confusing. That's exactly what it is.
You know what, though, I must say, Dubai is a city that we actually love change. A lot of people hate change, but we love change. And also, we are very interested in reducing our carbon footprint, eating a little bit healthier, and that's exactly what you guys offer. So, massive good luck to you. Amazing new location down at the Dubai Mall. Do check it out. Very thank you to you guys. Appreciate it so much your time this morning on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having us.
The co-founders of Neat Burger. That was it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. We're back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Hello everyone, it's Hala Bassam from Smashy TV. Are you interested in the latest tech and business news in the region? Then make sure to check out our show Tech Bil Arabi on Smashy TV app and on our website www.smashy.tv. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at Smashy TV. Smashy TV for the driven, the dreamers, and the doers from Monday to Friday at 10 a.m.